because we've already invested so much time and money and just physical and emotional anguish into this process, and to think that it could have all been for nothing.
In a majority 7-2 ruling last Friday, Justice Jay Mitchell wrote, "Unborn children are children, without exception based on developmental stage, physical location, or any other ancillary characteristics." The decision was issued in response to wrongful death suits brought against a fertility clinic in Mobile in 2021 after a patient broke into an IVF freezer and dropped a number of trays. The unprecedented ruling could have a devastating impact on people suffering from infertility and hoping to utilize in vitro fertilization. Clinics in the state of Alabama are now potentially vulnerable to more lawsuits and likely to be reluctant to administer treatment.
We could be ending our journey to be able to have children. It was absolutely terrifying.
But advocates for the treatment say with IVF, there is no moment of conception and that not every embryo gets to a later stage, let alone a live birth.
To say that every single embryo is a child is just factually incorrect, flies in the face of science, and it is an affront to the millions of babies that have been born through IVF and this process.
In light of the decision, at least 3 fertility clinics across the state have been forced to close their doors while they evaluate their next steps. A clinic at the University of Alabama at Birmingham writing in a statement, "We are saddened that this will impact our patients' attempt to have a baby through IVF, but we must evaluate the potential that our patients and our physicians could be prosecuted criminally or face punitive damages for following the standard of care for IVF treatments." The battle over abortion rights has intensified in the United States following the 2022 overturning by the Supreme Court of Roe v. Wade, which recognized a woman's constitutional right to abortion. Speaking to CNN, Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley says while she believes embryos are babies, the Alabama case should be viewed as a fight for parental rights and nothing more than that.
I think that the court was doing it based on the law, and I think Alabama needs to go back and look at the law. This is incredibly personal to me because I had both of my children with fertility, and what we want to make sure is 2 things. One, you want to make sure that embryos are protected and respected in the way that they're supposed to be.
Meanwhile, Republican frontrunner Donald Trump chiming in via a post on his Truth Social platform, writing, "I strongly support the availability of IVF for couples who are trying to have a precious baby. Today, I am calling on the Alabama legislature to act quickly to find an immediate solution to preserve the availability of IVF in Alabama. The Republican Party will always be on the side of the miracle of life." On the Democratic side, Vice President Kamala Harris called attention to court rulings that have sowed confusion following the reversal of Roe v. Wade.
So on the one hand, the proponents are saying that an individual doesn't have a right to end an unwanted pregnancy, and on the other hand, the individual does not have a right to start a family. And the hypocrisy abounds on this issue.
Democrats are expected to make abortion rights a major issue in this election cycle in an effort to mobilize voters to turn out in November.